It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Welcome to this neighborhood, neighbor.
All right, what's up, Miguel like Geeks and Freaks? As always, thank you, Mr. Rogers. Rip Fred Rogers. Awesome dude, apparently, in life. Today we got a few things to open. We have stuff from the UK, from Malta, from Canada, and the good old USA. So we're going to start opening this up. I'm not quite sure what's in these. Actually, I know what's in one of the boxes. It's a pretty large assortment of items. So shall we get started? Let's open the little one. This one's from the UK, and I think I know what this is. I don't think this is toy, but I think it is toy related. I'll tell you in 1 second what it is, and if I'm correct. Yes, I've been waiting for this. Okay, so this, let's show what I got. I had bought a vintage G.I. Joe yellow helicopter, and it was perfect. Well, almost perfect. And the guy shipped it to me, and it got broken. And his statement was, well, they broke it, called the mail people. Well, they didn't really crush the box. It was packed poorly is what happened. So anyway, I watch a lot of Toy Polloi, and if you don't know Toy Polloi, just TOIPOLLOI. He's got some pretty darn good ideas on how to fix things. He fixes a lot of stuff. He's got a ton of videos. And one of the things that he uses is this EMA model plastic weld. He uses this. It's a liquid, and it helps put broken plastic back together. It literally melts it back together as if you're doing PVC plumbing or something like that. The problem is you can't buy this shit here. You can't find it anywhere. So I had to get it, I think I got it off eBay or Amazon, and it comes from the UK. I think it's from eBay. So I'm excited to have it because I'm going to go fix that yellow helicopter. The front snapped off. The idea is we're going to drill a hole in each part. We're going to put a piece of Lego in there. A strong piece of Lego, if you will, or maybe a metal nail. I don't really know yet, but whatever it is, it's going to go in there, and that's going to help meld it together. All right, so I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is from a modeling guy. Anyway, I'm pretty excited about it because that's that. All right, so let's get this out of the way because as soon as we get that done, we're going to go off to work on that. So let's see what we're going to open first. Let's go from smallest to largest. This one comes in from Ontario, and I think this is just a bunch of junk, to be honest with you, but there was one part here that I wanted, and the guy did not want to get. I'm like, I'll pay for that part. I'll pay you half of what the rest is worth just to get the one part. He's like, nope, I don't want to bring it up. I was like, all right, whatever. I bought the whole lot because I really wanted the part. Most of it, I believe, is just junk, to be honest with you, but we're going to see in a moment. Just a whole bunch of, I believe, crap. Let's see if there's anything good in here. I know there's one thing in here that's good. Let's get the old specs on and see what we have. Maybe we can identify some of this stuff. So the thing that I was most excited to get is this piece right here, as these are almost impossible to come by. This is an LJ and Mr. Action land sea sled. This is the part that goes over the back. Matter of fact, let's go get that land sea sled. I got a bunch of them. I'm trying to get them together. Let's get one of these and put this on. One moment, please. All right. Here is an example of an incomplete land sea sled from LJ's Mr. Action. I think I have about 5 or 6 of these now. I love them. They're just cool knockoffs. It's a ripoff of the old G.I. Joe sea sled. They put some treads on, but the idea behind it is it's the same idea behind it. It comes with a whole bunch of accessories that clip on. You can see I have one of the spear guns. Brian Sanchez and Danny Gates have been very instrumental in helping me put these back together. So there's 2 spots here on either side, and what happens is this would just clip in there and go over the top. I can do it. I want to break it, but I want to get it inside there. There we go. There's 1 and 2. Okay, and that's actually what it's missing. That's one part that it's missing, and I really wanted to have this stuff. I think it's in the right direction. Anyway, let's get this back there, and I'll show you what else we got. Jonesing for that part, if you will. Incidentally, while I'm back there, one of the things that this stuff came with, that I found, these Land Sea sleds came with 2 of these sharks. You can buy these sharks still. These are vintage, what they call oily jiggler sharks. This one's not so oily anymore. I washed him up. He was filthy when I got him. But when you buy them, normally the eyes are actually white. When they were blue, they were repainted blue for the LJN Mr. Action series. I don't know why. Maybe so they know which ones were going to LJN. I have no idea. But they're just rubber sharks, and they're kind of a bitch to find. But on top of that, I was able to also find the snake that comes with the green ATV. Not exactly the easiest thing to find out there, and cleaned him up too. So I was excited. All right, let's see what else is in here, because I don't really know. Let's see. It's supposed to be all old stuff. Well, there's an old plastic Indian. There's an old plastic guy, space guy. I don't know what these parts are too. This looks like some kind of radar thing. I don't know. This is apparently a ski to something. I don't know what. This is a pair of rubber hose, which I could probably find 100 uses for that in there. Some teeny tiny little rifle. There's a lot of shit in here. I don't know what the hell this is. This is part to something. I have no idea. It definitely clips onto something. I don't know. This, I don't know what this is. If you guys know any of this stuff, just shout it out. What is up there, Mr. Sanchez? We got little plastic part. We got all kinds of little junky shits in here. Little black dish. This looks like a big gym plate. This is this is a ripcord for those. I used to hate these when I was a kid because I could never get them to work. So you put the ripcord in, you pull it, and the car, spin the wheel of the cart. I could never get them to work. This is, I don't know, junk. This is, I don't know what this is. I mean, some of this shit is bagged up, so we're going to see what some of this crap is. This looks like a propeller or a... No, not a propeller. What is this? This is some kind of plastic... I don't know what the hell that is. Space gun. And it's got all these metal... I guess they're legs. I'm not quite sure how this goes. Maybe like that. I don't know. We're going to have to figure this out. We'll have to go through these and figure it out. It's just a bunch of random miscellaneous parts, but I really wanted those Mr. Action parts, or that Mr. Action part, because they're so hard to find, those damn things. Finding the vehicle's a bitch. Although I have a lot of them, it's only through active search and through some of the guys in Migo Lake that were kind enough to help me put them together. But then to find all the parts, it's tough. Funny thing is, a lot of guys probably have the parts in piles of knockoff crap that they don't know what it is. Some random bag. Because Brian Sanchez found quite a few things. That's a battery cover to something. This is, I have no idea. This is some little target. This is, I don't know what this is, a wheel. I mean, there's just so much junk in here. I mean, here's a propeller to something. And I bet I know what that is. That may be, give me a second, that might be a propeller to the Mr. Action helicopter. I'm not sure. Give me a sec. Let's see. That is... Yes. Okay. All right. Well, apparently whoever this guy was, he had some Mr. Action stuff, because that is a propeller to one of the Mr. Action helicopters or gyrocopters. I have a few of those. We have some kind of... Okay, this broke off something. This is like an old horn for a car. Okay, this is, I don't know what this is, a block with a bell in it? Is that a cat toy? This is, well, this was something because it broke. There's a handle. I have a feeling that might have gone to Mr. Action as well. Green stick. Okay, so here is what looks like close to a Big Jim chair. I don't think it's Big Jim, though. This one actually has snaps on it. I don't think Big Jim had them like that. I could be wrong. A lot of shit in here, just stuff, random parts. See anything you like or no, let me know. Here is a giant ass. This is actually a giant version of the LJN SWAT and Rookies and emergency walkie-talkie. It's just a much bigger version. There's, oh, this is actually pretty cool. There's a little teeny tiny army truck. Sorry, that's pretty cool. I'll dig that. So far, it's not worth what I paid. I don't know what this shit is. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got a little something. There's a Big Jim kendo sword, which probably have a few of those. That chair might be Mr. Action, might be right, but it's got those snaps or whatever on there, Sanchez. I'm sorry, not snaps. They're, I don't know what they are. Beads, or I don't know what they call them. This looks like a ski pole. Is that Big Jim, Sanchez? It's got the strap on it. I'll have to take a look. Does that look a little Big Jim to you? I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know. Could be Mr. Action as well. Okay, here's some headphones. Probably Mr. Action. This is the bottom to some vehicle. Another one. This guy had a kid apparently had a lot of helicopters. There is a, I don't know, a bag to something. No idea. Here's a green shovel. That's probably a knockoff military shovel. Okay, here's a hook. Not sure what that goes to. Probably some kind of helicopter or something. Okay, inside here we've got, all right, we got some cool stuff. Not sure. This looks like we've got a, all right, so there's a mask. That's probably Mr. Action. This, what the hell is this? This is a, okay, I don't know if this came apart. What the hell is this? It's supposed to be dynamite or some shit, like in a, what is this? It's kind of like these wire with all these, I don't know what they are. I have no idea. I'm not sure, but he had it bagged separately, so I guess we'll find out. All these things to figure out, right? Maybe Big Jim, yeah. I'm not sure. All right, there's okay, this is that possibly Lone Ranger? I don't know. Happens to be some kind of bead in there. Yeah, it's a bead. It's got a hole in it. I guess the kid was burying stuff in there. I don't know, some little shit in there. This is a, okay, some kind of hat or leftover cloth condom. Okay, this is, I don't know. There's all these little pieces. Okay, that's a Big Jim boot. I'm pretty sure that's a Big Jim boot. Sure looks like it. It's rubber. This is, I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know, some castle piece. There's another bag of shit too. Some knockoff Legos. Oh, look at that. This is gold. That is a Mr. Action shoe for the helicopter set, for the gyrocopter set. That's gold. All right, that's good. Something else in there I really like. Any idea what this shovel goes to, Sanchez? Mr. Action, maybe? I'll throw some of this shit back in here. Here's a holster, which most likely is Mr. Action. So this I thought was interesting because I originally thought this was one of the ejector vehicles for the little James Bond car. I thought it was for the mini one, for the Junior. This is actually the one that goes in the bigger car, if I'm correct, or maybe I'm not. Actually, that looks bigger than it. I don't know. That looks like an ejector figure from one of the Corgi James Bond cars. That boot is, no, that boot, it's a knockoff boot. That's the Mr. Action, I know for a fact. That's the Mr. Action boot that goes with the helicopter set. And there's even a helicopter part in here. Here's an engine to something. I don't know. Here's a knockoff pistol. This is knockoff part of a belt. So do you guys know what these are? Does anybody know what these are? So inside bottle caps, they have those, when we lived in Italy, they had these. I assume they still do it. They'd always have like a little piece of rubber between the cap and the bottle. That's what this is. In Italy, we used to take these out. You'd collect them. I don't know why. It's pretty weird to just have something we could put on there. Here is a rope with some kind of metal ring on it. It's gold, Jerry. It's gold. Piece of chalk. That's not going to do anybody any good. I don't know what the hell this is from. It's got a little metal hook on. There's a lot of little weird shit in here. Like this kid's like he was probably like I was. He would just find shit and add it to his toy box without really knowing what the hell it was. All right, so there's a little bit of stuff in here. The shoe's good. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we struck cold. There is a 1974 Canadian penny. How about that? That's worth something. Like a whole penny or nothing. All right, so we've definitely got some pieces in here. There's a lot of little things. This looks like something that came from Mr. Action, Sanchez. It looks like it broke, but it looks like it definitely came from Mr. Action. All right, let me get this in. Let's look in the other bag and see. So there's definitely some cool Mr. Action parts in here. There's Big Jim parts. This chair is actually pretty cool. I got to say, it looks a little better quality than the Big Jim one. This moon guy, this is probably from an old 70s space set kind of thing. All right, let's get some of this in here. I can't tell. I got to go look and see if that ski pole is Big Jim. If it is, that would be cool because I need 2 ski poles. This stuff is that. And what is this? A rock or something. What the hell is this? So whatever this is, it's wrapped in old masking tape. And we're going to just... I think it's a rock. Like, no joke. I think it's a legitimate rock. I don't know what this kid was doing. It was supposed to be, I don't know, buried treasure. All right, let's see what's in the other bag. See if there's anything in there worth salvaging. Sanchez, Merry Christmas. That's for you. Merry Christmas. Do I need another pair? That boot isn't... Do I need another pair? A pair of Mr. Action shoes? If you have the Mr. Action shoe short, it's not a boot. It's actually a shoe. It's a shoe, believe it or not. Yeah, it's actually a shoe. All right, hold on. Some other random shit. This is actually kind of fun, I got to tell you. Look at all this weird shit. This is okay, I know what this looks like. So this looks like one of the parts, one of the side pieces to the Mr. Action mobile base tower. It's not because they're gray and they're a little different than this. So this is something you would hook and hold something together. I don't know what toy that came from, but we'll figure it out. Here is I don't know, some kind of moon vehicle. Maybe something that goes with that space guy. This is, I don't know what this is. Some kind of grill for the vehicle. This, I have no idea. Not a clue. This is Amanda, that better be you. Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay, these are wheels too. Probably like, what, honey? What do you need?
I'm just grabbing my 2 team vendors for Wednesday, Thursday.
They're upstairs already, aren't they?
No.
I can bring them up later.
No, I can do it.
Okay, you can do it. Okay, this I thought was pretty cool. I don't know what this goes to, and I'm wondering if maybe Rich Hurley can help. Well, this one's unfortunately a little broken. And I don't know how this got in here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here's kind of knockoff roll of wires, Sanchez, but it had this. I think this went to a game. I'm not sure. No, it's broken, unfortunately. I didn't realize it was so broken when I got, but it's like unless it was a model. This is an Aurora model piece. Hang on. I wonder if this went to the Aurora model, to the Dr. Deadly set or something. Is this marked anywhere? I don't know, but it's basically one of those cages you would put somebody in. It might have been from an Aurora model. This is, I don't know what the hell this is. This has got all kinds of, it's like seats or something. It's got all kinds of print on it and shit. I think it was like the inside of a vehicle. Here's a big holster, knockoff holster. This is a big, wow, there's a whole mess in here. Okay, hold on. This is a knockoff tank. It weighs less than an ounce. It's like, that's cheap ass quality. We've got this shovel. It's dwarf. This is Hong Kong. I don't know what this is. It looks like something I've seen before. Apparently it had glue on the other side. Something was on it. I don't know what it is. These are miniature binoculars on like a rubber string, a rubber line. We have, well, what's left over of a zipper. And I have a feeling that probably went, that looks like something that would go to the Mr. Action jumpsuit. Okay, that might be it. There is this must be a Big Jim Orr, Sanchez. Did they make one in white? Looks like a Big Jim Orr. There is okay, what is this? Rescue. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, so we have this belt that says Rescue, and I'm going to bet you 100. No, that doesn't go in there. Thought that might go in there. Okay, I don't know what that is. A lot of crap. This is more crap, but this crap has straps on it. Does that go to this? Actually, maybe that goes to that. I don't know. Yeah, just everybody needs a giant tennis racket. A piece of felt. Don't know what we're going to do with that. More felt. Okay, this is interesting. So this has a piece of copper in it, so clearly this had something to do with batteries or something like that. Crap. Here's a mask. More crap. Probably went with that scuba set. There's some plastic rope. Here's another one of those plastic black plates. This is a broken spool. That one actually looks like it has real wire on it. Unfortunately, it's cracked. What else is in here? There is looks like a knife sheath. That probably went to that diver set. This is, okay, I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. You see that? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I think, if I'm correct, this goes to that one. I'm incorrect. I thought that was one of the broken handles to the Land Sea sled, but it's not. So that's not bad. Okay, well, here's something. For 99 cents, somebody must have been fixing action figures or dolls, because it's an old package of tiny snaps. So somebody was doing, maybe that's what this guy was doing. Maybe he was repairing shit, and this was all the leftover crap he didn't want, or he doesn't collect anymore. I have no idea. So that was interesting. So there's just a couple of pieces in there. Oh, wait, this too. We have this too. I can open. A couple pieces in there that are okay. Did I get my money's worth? Well, for the Mr. Action stuff, for me, yes. Most people wouldn't pay that much for it because it's just junk, but I like them. So for me, it was worth it just for that. All right. Hang on a second. Let's see what's in this little baggie here. Appears to be some kind of vehicle. I don't know what that is. Let's see if we can figure out what the hell it is. What is this? It is the hell is this? Different pieces. This one's broken. It's got a wheel on it. These are wheels. This, as much as I hate to say it, looks like what's left of a sextant, which if you're a sea captain, you know what that is. This, what the hell is this? Oh, look at that. That's pretty badass. Look at the little shell. This looks like very similar to the shell the Topper Tigers had, except this is a much smaller version, so that's not it. So this obviously went to some vehicle that is filthy gross. We're going to put that away. I don't know what that is. It's some kind of weird vehicle. I have to pop some. These look like they were doors. There's two of these. Very, very strange. Moon vehicle. Who the hell knows? I don't think it was Mr. Action because I don't remember having those vehicles, but fair enough. Some interesting pieces in there? I don't know. If you have that shoe, Sanchez, and you want to get rid of it, let me know. I'd be very interested. All right, let's go to the box. That was the box from Canada. We opened the box from England. This is the box from Malta. If you guys don't know where Malta is, which I didn't know where it was about a couple of years ago because we started working with a company that's based out of there. Malta is kind of right off of Sicily. Oops, don't kill yourself. Right off of Sicily, and everybody there is either from Australia or New Zealand. It's pretty funny. I mean, there's Maltans there too, but it's pretty funny if people go in there from Australia and shit. Because every time we call over there, you're kidding me. I could have cut that fucking plastic. I have to be careful. Yeah, I could have cut that plastic. Argenta 2008. Some problem with the order. Context. We resolved together before leaving. Negative thoughts. I don't think I have any negative thoughts to leave to this. They packed it well. I know this come from Malta. This actually, I bought this. I got this really cheap, and it was actually for charity. That's one of the reasons I bought it because I have one, but yeah, it's just a little bit of the plastic is messed up. This is Meccano Shoot. I have another one. I don't have the Adidas one, whereas the Adidas logo's on there with the mustache. But I bought this for $29, and they go selling for upwards of 160, 180 plus. And then you have this kind of thing on the back where there's a goal inside. There's a plastic. If you look close inside, the white part behind them is plastic. That's a goal you can set up, and this figure actually kicks. Now, if you guys paid attention earlier last week, I showed you one of the outfits. Clem So and our Amigo Like group, I believe, has every one of those outfits, and you can check them all out on myamigolike.com. Just go to the left, search for Meccano Shoot, and you'll find the pictures of this figure, the Adidas figure, and the outfits, which are really cool. Thanks to Clem. Clem actually pointed that out to me. I had no idea that they made outfits until Clem pointed it out to me. So thank you, Clem, for that. All right. Let's see what we got here. This should be interesting. Because I'm going to say this. I am 99.9% sure that the stuff that's contained in this auction that I won, I purchased previously for less money about 6 months ago because the guy's eBay name looked really familiar. However, I decided, about 3 weeks ago to clear all the messages out of my eBay account because I had thousands. I'm like, I can't deal with this. It's just driving me nuts. So I cleared them all out and deleted them all and emptied the trash. What the fuck? Sorry, that just went off. Sorry, I'm not plugged in. And emptied the trash, and I don't have any messages, but his eBay name looked familiar, and it looks almost like the same stuff. Now, when I bought it originally, he messaged me. I was so excited to get it, unless this is just a complete coincidence, which I don't really believe in them, but he's like, oh, I can't find this stuff, so I'm going to give you your money back. And I'm like, you pretty much sold it to someone else, I'm sure, because people come in, and after the auction ends, they contact the seller, and they do some fucked up shit. Hey, I'll give you more money if you sell it to me, and tell them to fuck off. All right, so give me a second to show you. I'm pretty sure that this is what I bought from the same guy before and whatever. I don't know. He seemed to be okay. There's parts in here I don't have, and I'll give you guys a little tour in a bit. I may have to switch the phone, but there's parts in here that I don't have with the other sets. These are not common sets. These sets, rare is a pretty good name for it. So it's a pretty good word for it. So it says something toys. I don't know, but that fucking Ziploc bag is nasty. This look familiar? This is the blue console goes to the Land Sea Sled. And what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, as I open this up, what we have here, I'm very excited to show you today, is this is a bunch of Mr. Action vehicles. It's the blue Land Sea Sled. I don't know if it's complete, but it's got some pretty hard to find parts on it. I have another mobile base tower. I hope you guys can see him back there. No, right there. Right there. There's, right behind that G.I. Joe tower. I can't even see that myself. Right behind the G.I. Joe tower, there's 2 mobile action towers. So I've seen pictures of complete ones, but I didn't realize that this actually came with paper targets. Now, they ripped off the G.I. Joe Training Center. Mr. Action was ripping G.I. Joe off all the time. I never saw this before. This is nothing more than a piece of cardboard printed. And yes, you could reprint this or color copy this, whatever. And if anybody wants some, I'll be happy to scan it and send it to you so you can print your own if you're collecting these. I don't really know anybody else who's collecting them, but I love it because it's original. So let's see what's in here. So there's a bunch of stuff. So it looks like he took it all apart. So there was some of the life vests. Wow. Okay, these are the wheels. These are the wheels that go to the green ATV, and I think I can put that together and show it to you. I've got Mr. Action tall boots. I've got short boots. These are all Mr. Action stuff. There's a ton of canteens. Wow, there's a lot of there's canteens. There's Sanchez. Remember this? I think you sent me one of these. The watch, the Mr. Action watch. It has the flag for the Land Sea Sled. I think I have 2 flags. I think Brian Sanchez, you sent me 1 flag, and I had another one that I got from Mick Drago when I bought his set. There's 2 watches in here. There's hand grenades. Okay, I don't know what this is, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't go to Mr. Action, but it's in there. It's in there. All right. Spoons, all kinds of little shit. Here's some parts. This goes to the tower. Hang tight. Let's see what else is in here. This is going to be a mess because I really don't know. All right, here's part of the ladder for the tower. Here's the other part. And all you do is you take these hooks and you just hook them together. Then you hang it. Again, that's got some fucking old ass bug on there or some shit. Cat hair? I don't know what the fuck that is. That's nasty. We're getting rid of that. But they ripped off G.I. Joe. This goes on top of the tower. It's, I guess, supposed to be like a radio signal or something. And then these are the pieces that go this way. Remember I showed you the other white one I just showed you in the bag. So these are the crossbars for the frame. This is the top, and then this piece goes on top of it. This tower is about 2.5 feet tall when you're done. Looks like he sent me. There we go. Oh, wow. How about that? Okay, so these are all the rifles that go. So when you get the G.I. Joe training tower, and again, thanks to Brian and the other guys, Danny and so on, is that it comes with a bunch of guns for that gun rack. This guy sent me, looks like all the guns that go in the gun rack. Not only that, I don't have for my other towers. I didn't even know they existed until I saw this auction because this guy, I believe what he sent me, I don't know if it's complete, but it's pretty damn close. Let me show you a couple things. One, Sanchez, remember Danny Gates has one of these? So I have one of these. This goes to the green ATV. And Danny Gates, oh my God, I have one of those. Is that what that's for? I'm like, yep. So Danny's sending me that. But in addition on the training tower, which I do not have on the others, if we do a look at the G.I. Joe tower, it has this for him to hold on and swing down on a rope. So I do not have that. Matter of fact, I didn't even know this came with the set. That's clearly Mr. Action. It's in the same color and everything, which is just fantastic, which is making me excited, making me think that, hey, maybe this guy really sent me a full complete set because I have 2 that are mostly complete, but not fully complete. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so these these are actually these are parts to the tower. Okay, these are the sides, so you can put the tower together. It looks like he's got a cracked one there, but that's okay. We can manage with that. This is nothing. This is nothing. Now, he told me he put some extra shit in here, and I don't know what he's talking about because I don't know what extra shit there was. I don't know. He said he put extra. He said to look for it. I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, so here's a Land Sea Sled. You can see it's pretty much taken apart except for these. Let's do this real quick. And there's holes all over it for the different pieces. So the flag will go here. And you know that piece that I just showed you would go over the top. I don't know if that's in here. I'm not sure. But if it's not, I have one. I don't know why I took this fully apart. That was kind of dumb. This piece, okay, this piece just clips into this here. Again, this is a ripoff of the G.I. Joe Sea Sled. The G.I. Joe Sea Sled was for water only. What I don't want to do is break it. So I don't like when people take old shit apart because the plastic gets brittle. It doesn't want to be flexible anymore, and off it goes. It just doesn't want to do what it's supposed to. Maybe we'll wait until I get a moment to do this without breaking it. Or maybe I can do it without fucking it up. Let's take a look. Come on, baby, get in there. You know what? We're going to wait. I'll do that carefully. But they do have the two black handles that stick out. You can see they're both snapped off. They usually are with this toy. Very hard to find. I have one again from Nick Fraga that did that. I don't know what extra stuff he's talking about, unless he's talking about all these guns and shit. I don't know. This is, yeah, okay. This is, here we go. Oh, wow. It's even got the string. Okay. So, wow. This is really fucking cool. I'm so excited. So in the G.I. Joe training tower, it's just a tower and G.I. Joe would climb and so on. But the Mr. Action one, it's a tower, but it's supposed to be you break it down, you lay it flat, and the base has wheels, and he has this steering wheel, which goes here. I'll put this on, if I can get this in without snapping it. I hate when people take shit out once it's in there. Okay. Then he has this, so he actually has a steering wheel to drive the tower with all the pieces laid out. Then you drive and then set it back up. I mean, that's the idea behind it. He has the actual string, and this is a string that you would top the bottom, and then that little wheel thing that I showed you, you bring it down. You could slide down on that. Okay. This is the Jungle ATV. Now, I showed you guys just a week or so ago when I had found just some stuff. Okay, well, this we know goes to this, so we can put this bad boy on. Okay, so this actually has this. So that's a big win because these are always lost or broken. That's good. We're getting there. Little beats at a time. And there goes the flag. The problem with these things is they're vehicles, and even though they're small, you need room. Okay. This is the Jungle ATV. Something in here that's broken. I'll have to find out what that is. That's a handle to something. But this is the Jungle ATV. Now, what he did do, and again, I don't know why. He should have just left it, maybe to pack it. But, wow, it needs to be cleaned. Some fucking spider webs and shit in there. But these wheels are just slide into here. And they're on. Let's put the other side. I really need more room. This is kind of tough to do here, but that's okay. This one's got some melt marks, but we can live with that because it's on the other side. You can't see it anyway. And if I can get this in here. Oh, yeah, this one. How did he get this fucking... I don't know how he got this thing out because we might have to give this the old heat treatment because we got... Wow. This plastic gets so brittle and fragile, even the flexible parts. I don't know why people take it out. They should just leave it as is. Don't take it apart. There we go. Come on, baby, get in there. I think something in here is a little... Might have to work that a little bit with a little heat. But anyway, so this piece is here, and then here's actually the steering mechanism, which you pop down in the center. I have that backwards. I might have that backwards. I do. Okay, it pops down in the center. See, this is the same as the blue one, same sticker and everything. Now, what you don't usually have is this crank. So I just found one of these in a lot the other day. It's missing this little piece, but nothing I can't fix with a piece of Lego or something. So this was basically there's the back of it, and this is a ripoff of the G.I. Joe Search for the Mummy's Tomb ATV vehicle. Okay, now what is pretty cool about this, and it looks like all the clips are intact, which are fantastic. So let's do a little something. This is the rifle that goes with it. It's quite unique. This actually goes, give me 1 second, I'll show you guys how it goes as soon as I get it where it needs to be. I believe it goes here. I forget how this goes. You know, it's so every time you get one of these things, they're always broken. The clips are broken or the thing's broken. So I just want to be very careful of what I'm doing here. I definitely don't want to break it. We're able to get the gun on, and then the machete would go up here. Actually, the machete goes here. Okay, so I think this comes down a little bit. All right, so the gun would go here. It's clipped to the side. You can see it. And the machete actually goes up here. And then this goes in the back. This is not all the way in. I will work on that. And then we have to work on getting these wheels in, which won't be too big of a deal. That's something. But there's one more piece, and the piece is the it's a little handheld flash. It looks like the GI Joe one. Now, when I come to find out, because in the pictures all looks just like the GI Joe one, and maybe use the GI Joe one to model it. The one that came with Mr. Action, it's actually squishy plastic. So where GI Joe and maybe Big Jim, they were hard plastic. The one that comes with Mr. Action, it's really, you could just squish it. It's so soft. I don't know what this guy's talking extra. I don't know if he means these guns or whatever, but oh, are these GI Joe guns? These might be GI Joe guns. I'm not sure. This looks like a GI Joe gun because this actually has elastic on it. It's got some melt marks. It's got elastic. That looks GI Joe because Mr. Action guns. Yeah, you put a couple of those in here. I think that's what he was talking about, the extras. Because Mr. Action guns all pretty much look like this crappy plastic, right? The plastic strap. So that's interesting. Okay. Fair enough. All right. I guess those are the extras. I don't know what else he was talking about. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the extras? Oh, fuck me. I know what the extras are. Hang on a second. I'll show you. Let me get the last piece out just to show you, and then we can take a quick little walk. This is the base to the mobile action tower. Okay. This is the base. And the idea was that the plastic is so brittle. You have to be so careful. The idea was that this would clip. Yeah, that one's got a little bit broken clip on one of them. This would clip down to here. So we could quote unquote drive it. If I can find, there we go. So this would go in there. It would clip. One of the clips is broken. So you could drive it. And then you build the tower behind it all the way up 2 feet. And then when you're done, you lay it flat. You take it all apart, you lay it flat, and you would drive it away. All right, so I see what he means by extras because I can see them right there. All right, so these are the extras he sent me. So let's see what these are. I think he said these are from advertising or something. I don't know if they're from boxes, maybe. But he said he put these in as extras. So let's see what we have. Okay. Yeah, this looks like he cut this off boxes. So this is the Land Sea Sled as they advertised it. This is off the box. This is actually cool. It's actually a piece of cardboard. So it looks like the kid cut it out. And you can see there's the Land Sea Sled. It's a complete ripoff of G.I. Joe, although they put treads on it. But you can see the idea behind it. This is actually cool. I did not know he was doing this. Well, he said he was saying something extra. This is the helicopter, which is where this comes from. No. This is the helicopter. If you will, I'm going to have to do this quick because we're running out of battery. This is the Land Sea Sled. Oh, come on, man. Seriously? Sorry. The Land Sea Sled. Okay. Yeah, I think those are Joe Full Sanchez. I believe you're right. Here's the Sea Land Sled. You can actually see. So if you look at this, you can see it where it came in the box. And if you take a look, you'll see 2 sharks up there. Do you see those 2 sharks in there? Those are the rubber sharks it comes with. And those are actually, they're just oily jigglers, as they call them. Oily jigglers are those stretchy, these come in elastic string. You get monsters or spiders or whatever. And they're squishy, and that's what they are. But they painted the eyes blue. That's how you know they went with the Mr. Action set. And here's the jungle set, which is pretty cool. This is pretty neat. Which is interesting because he came with snakes and an alligator. I have the alligator and I have one of the snakes. He never came with this cage in the back with the animal. I guess you could do that. And he certainly never came with this panther or whatever that's attacking him, or lion, if you will. So it looks like a saber-toothed tiger, to be honest. Look at the teeth on that thing. It's like a saber-toothed tiger. Interesting. In any case, yeah, that's pretty neat. So that's actually cool. I actually like this. This I'm going to, I have a frame I can probably get these into that I like to do. So I'm going to build up the tower. I'll give you guys a quick run. It's hard to do with the laptop. I'll give you a quick run of what it looks like before this battery runs out. Give me a sec. And as you can see what I'm dealing with here, a mess on the table. So this is not going to be the easiest to do, but I'll give you an idea. So over here, you can see the G.I. Joe training tower, right? This is a real G.I. Joe training tower. Behind it, here, that is not Mr. Action, that is J.J. Arms. Behind it, you can see these are 2 Mr. Action towers. You can see all the way down to here, see the vehicles. This one's missing the steering, has the steering. There's a gun rack, it's a couple pieces. And it's not quite as tall. The G.I. Joe tower is about, was this like 3.5, 4 feet tall? And these are about I think these are 3 feet tall. I think that's 4 feet tall and these are 2 feet tall. But I never had the, as you can see, here's part of a ladder here. It's one of the ladders that just hangs down the side. I never had the rope with the zip line thing, if you will, to hold on to. The G.I. Joe one is obviously much better quality. This one's supposed to look like you can drive it around. G.I. Joe one not. The G.I. Joe one, this is what you got with it. So the piece in there. Now this one's a broken handle. It's hard to see. It's a broken handle, which I plan on fixing because I believe I have the part, and a whole bunch of stuff. And this one I actually have to set up. But that is a direct rip off of that. Let's see if we can take a look at some of the vehicles. There's the helicopter I'm fixing with that glue we got. And that glue is supposed to be amazing because it's a plastic melter, if you will. So here's some of the Mr. Action figures I've been able to collect. Some of the helicopters loose. There's the Snow Adventure in the back box, which I was really excited. I got that for cheap. The actual box becomes a snow station. This is one of the vehicles. So this is one of the real flashlights it comes with, or lantern. It's very squishy. This is the actual alligator that it came with on top of the snake that I showed you. These snakes did not come with it. These are more of them. You can see it also came with a metal detector. I don't know if you guys can see that. The light's really bad. A couple sharks. And back here is actually a boxed version of these helicopters. They're wicked fragile. And then there's a couple more ATV vehicles down here. So we've got a decent collection of them. And I think they're actually pretty cool and get obsessed on them. And of course, and there's Mr. Action coming down with a fake-ass G.I. Joe knockoff parachute. So he's hanging out over there. So yeah, that's some of the stuff that we got going on. So I'll give you guys a little peek. So I'm going to go put this tower together. I'm going to get the vehicles together. Maybe next time I'll show them. And we'll see how it goes. But actually, it wouldn't be... it's funny. They just showed that little cage in the advertisement there that was hooked to the back of the winch on the vehicle. And this just happened to come in a lot of parts that I got from somebody. It was some Big Jim parts, and maybe we can hook that on the back because I seem to be able to put somebody in there. All right, that's kind of it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it wasn't too long and boring. Let's do I got a little special goodbye song for you on here. I like to put some of the old TV shows up. Are you done collecting Mr. Action? No, not yet. I love the Mr. Action stuff. I don't like the Mr. Action figure. He's poorly articulated, but I love the shit. I mean, Sanchez, you gotta admit, there's something about this ATV that's cool. I mean, it's too small. Every vehicle is way too small for him. I mean, these vehicles are more Mego sized, to be honest with you. Barely Big Jim. They have to be Mego, but something to be said about them that's pretty cool. I don't know what that is, but there's something. And I did get my lucky Canadian penny. So there we go. All right, guys. Let me play this little... I like to play clips from old TV shows when we were kids. Let me play this on our way out because we're going to run out of battery soon. And let me get them going. I'm going to run this, and then we're going to say out of here at the end. We'll say goodbye. All right. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.
Big John has a problem, as you can plainly see. 1 minute he's 40, the next he's 33. Big John keeps a changing before your very eyes. He's 25, and then 19, then 12 years old inside. Big John, Little John, what a way to grow. Big John, Little John, grew from high to low. Big John found the fountain of youth. He drank a little drink, and that magic water is the thing that made him shrink. Now, even when he's Little John, he never knows just when. Zap, he'll change and rearrange, and he's Big John